Well, I'm in the process of replacing an alternator in a 2007 Entourage, and it ain't going well. You'll see that I still have this attached to the wiring sitting on top of the engine because that thing will not come loose. The whole stud that goes into the alternator is turning, so I'm having to do this. I'm gonna have to figure out how to grab it with pliers or something to get it off of there. It's on there with superhuman strength. I put every bit of effort I have into it and haven't been able to break it yet. The alternator goes down there, and as you can see, it's an oily, nasty mess. This must be the nastiest job I've ever done. Of course, the first thing you're going to want to do is disconnect the battery. Other videos say to remove the splash shield down there. I did that. It does help get to the tensioner, which is a hydraulic tensioner. So when you loosen that or when you turn that to loosen the belt, be careful with it. Don't do abrupt movements or you'll damage it. But I think you can see what I did here. There was a metal brace going across, holding the radiator top in place. And I didn't know this until I took it apart, but there's two fans that are split. So all you got to do is take the left side fan out, the one closest to the alternator. And then with that, you're going to have plenty of room to reach everything. So it's extra work, but it's well worth it in my opinion. To remove this crossbar is a little tricky. This is what it looks like here. You've got one bolt underneath that you have an access hole. Actually, you don't have to remove any splash covers under there. There's an access hole. It's one bolt, and then you've got a number of bolts on top that you got to remove. And you'll see that the horns are also attached to it. So there's the fan. There's the beauty cover that goes on top of the engine, and that's the beauty cover that goes across the radiator. All that came out. Whether it had to come out or not is up to you, but I think it makes it where the job's doable, at least for me. My hands are too gorilla sized to fit in there otherwise. I'm not some little Korean guy that designed or built this car to where they could do it a lot easier. So that's where we're at. I've got to figure out how to get this off before I can go get another alternator.